A Corvette is a real American symbol, and as such, it has drawn interest from sports car fans of all ages. This is also true with the C8. It's really the Corvette in its most aggressive configuration. However, the Corvette C8 has specific restrictions that need to be followed by anybody who has one, as well as those who wish to acquire high-profile vehicles like the Ferrari and Lamborghini. Although it may sound absurd, all owners of Corvettes are required to abide by what amounts to a set of written laws. All rules applied, there is no room for error. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 key things all C8 Corvette owners should never forget. It never gets old. Let's dive in. 1. The traditional salute. Let's quickly imagine that you are driving your Chevy Corvette down the road when you come across another Corvette driver. What is the procedure? The answer should be clear if you happen to possess one of the first 7 generations. The Corvette salute, of course. Perhaps it's a thumbs up, a little wave, or a headlight flare. Whatever salute you choose, the convention is straightforward. Greet your fellow Corvette driver. However, it seems that the new Corvette C8 owners missed the word. The Corvette salute could appear a little ridiculous, even childish, to those of you who don't own an edition of America's sports car. But for owners, this is just how things are done. Ownership of a Corvette gives access to a unique enthusiast group that unites people of all races and creeds and unites those who share a passion for the enduring Chevy mark. There's nothing further to say. Any vehicle with the cross flag insignia on it qualifies for membership in the club, regardless of who is driving it. 2. A specialized Corvette mechanic. Having an automobile necessitates doing routine maintenance and repairs. The most typical technique is to go to the least expensive ASE-certified shop. Typically, a trusted mechanic who has worked on the family's vehicles for many years will be called upon. However, none of that stuff is accepted by Corvette. The vet must be transported to shops with on-staff qualified Corvette technicians in order to maintain the warranty. The need outside of the warranty does not make sense, although it is reasonable for warranty-related concerns. Without the potential owner agreeing that all repairs and maintenance would be performed at the shops, Chevy dealers will not even consider selling the vehicle. 3. Not the everyday driver. Performance was a priority while designing the Chevrolet Corvette C8. It was built to rip up the track at speeds never before achieved by street cars, at least up to now. According to reports, the 2022 model boasts a peak speed of 194 miles per hour and can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds. It's not designed to be a supermarket cart or a regular everyday vehicle. The 2022 model does increase the amount of storage space in the rear, but only by a little amount, just enough to carry a few golf clubs and perhaps an additional set of clothing. It would be advisable to take the family car if more than a few things needed to be loaded. 4. Pulling forward into a parking spot. Given that we frequently park our automobiles by pulling forward into spaces, this advice may seem pointless. However, the Corvette has a reduced stance in practically every iteration, and some even have a front lip. When moving forward into a place, it is simple to damage both that lip and the front bumper of the automobile. The fix: as though you were at a car exhibition, back into every parking space. The bumper on your Corvette will appreciate it later. 5. Storage and basic care. It takes commitment and respect to own a C8. A garage is necessary to store the automobile in order to keep it out of the elements. The best place to park it is in a heated garage, but as long as it is covered, the elements won't harm it. Parking it away from home requires caution as well. Park away from other cars. An excellent option is to park beneath a camera, just in case, and stay away from any shopping cart corals. It takes longer to wash the Vette than to use an automatic vehicle wash, which is never recommended. It is best to wash it with soap and water at home or at a washer that has a wand. Just be careful not to damage any components or scrape any paint. Wax has to be applied following a wash and dry. Again, the recommended method is to administer it with a spray wand. The automobile does better the less it is physically handled. It takes more than just hopping into and driving off to own a Chevrolet Corvette C8. You cannot take it lightly. Such a wonderful automobile demands an excessive amount of respect and common sense. It is not a vehicle that can be driven, parked, and then driven once more. Never forget that when one sits in the garage, they have reached a new level of society. Vette's business owners form a close-knit community that values compassion and respect for one another. When stranded on the side of the road, a driver of a Mustang is unlikely to stop and offer assistance, but a driver of a Corvette will go above and beyond to see that everything's okay. So that's it, guys. Make sure to share your thoughts with us in the comments box below. Like and subscribe to grow with us as a caring Corvette family and the auto world in general. On the top right corner of your screen should be a video where we talk about more C8 Corvette don'ts and their various reasons, so go over there right now, and we'll see you there.